It's cracking. The camera's crooked, I know, but I didn't feel like holding it. Lazy right now. Do a quick video. I'm on my break. So when I did my video on the A wall, my first A wall from camp, um, I referred to one of the guys that was with me as a ranker, and apparently a lot of people don't know what a ranker is. So um, So I'm gonna tell you quickly what a ranker is, and I'm also gonna tell you a little bit about that individual, the ranker. So a ranker basically is a guy that jumps from neighborhood to neighborhood. You know, um, some people call them hood hoppers, transformers, but the old term we just call people rankers, right? They ranked out. So this guy used to claim a neighborhood that he grew up in, right? He used to claim a neighborhood in Goleta, Goleta, California, right next to Santa Barbara, right? And that's where he grew up. You know, that's what he should have continued to claim. But he got around, in juvenile hall, he would run around, see us because my neighborhood back then was really deep, really the ones doing pretty much everything in Santa Barbara, and so I guess he dug that shit. And what happened was his dad used to move a lot of dope, and unfortunately, some of my homeboys um, were using him to get high for free. And so they were okay with him saying he was from the neighborhood, right? I wasn't. And I would have respected him more had he just continued to claim where he was from and come around us, and as an individual, as a somebody invited him into the neighborhood, a party or whatever, he wouldn't have had a problem if he was a guest. But yeah, he ranked out, and then so when he went to camp um with us, because like maybe it's because of the way I would treat him or whatever, then he started claiming Santa Maria. It was funny because I remember we would get up, and this is a reflection on how ugly I was in my past. I admit that because that's what I was. So I remember um, my neighborhood. We had our own table, everything. Like nobody liked us. And I remember one time the ranker was over there with the guys from Santa, and they were all bullshitting. And we got up, the dudes from my neighborhood, and we were walking to another part of the camp. And when they saw us, they made that fool get up and start doing push-ups, and they were looking at us and like laughing, like look at what we got your homeboy doing, right? And I remember walking by him, and I looked down and I started laughing and I spit on him because I was letting them know like he ain't from my neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like you vatos are letting him claim your neighborhood. And that wasn't cool of me, but that's just how it was back then. Um then like I told you, when he saw me and homeboy Tijuas escaping, um he piggybacked. He jumped in, and I tried to get him. I tried to kill him in the bush, and then I actually tried to get him again on a cliff later. I took a couple shots at him that day. Um, so, anyways, he wound up going to YA, right? And when he went to YA, he was trying to claim my neighborhood, and he went to OH Close, which is up north, right? And when he got there, I had a homeboy from my neighborhood, Little Man. And Little Man had been going to YA for a long ass time. So the Judas told him, man, you got a homeboy over there. So he was like, I want to go over there and talk to him. So he went, and he was like, who the fuck? And then he told me, check this out. You're not from my neighborhood. If I hear you saying that again, I'm gonna smash on you. So Little Man was of the same type of mindset as me, right? And it wasn't long after that the ranker got turned out and became a boy, right? A punk. and I hate to talk. Well, we'll see what I'm saying in the end. Um, so yeah, he was doing sexual favors in there, getting punked, getting pimped out, and I never ran into him in YA. We were in YA at the same time, but yeah, he went out all the way out ass backwards, right? And he had got out. I think he got out before me. I'm not sure. I never saw him again. But he got out. Um, I think he got busted right away, and he went to the joint, and I believe he went to Soledad. Somehow, someway, he still hadn't learned his lesson. He went to YA, and um, he started. I didn't even want to say the Vardo, but he started claiming a Vardo from LA, and they accepted him. Um, and he paroled, I want to say in 93, 94, 92. He paroled when they were having all the peace treaties. They had stopped the battle between Barrios for a minute down there in LA. And he had got out claiming that barrio from in Los that he had never been from. And he went to a party and he kept yelling out that barrio he was claiming, right? And he was told, like, hey, Holmes, ain't nobody tripping on that shit right now. Let that shit go. Nobody wants to hear that shit. And he kept saying it. And so he got murdered right there on the spot at a house party. Um, they shot him, killed him, and that was a wrap for him. Um, Now, I don't like to speak ill of the dead. It is what it is. He. I think the reason why I'm telling this story is because for those people that think that life is a game, um, that you can just um, claim something and then move somewhere else and claim. There's people that don't play that shit. They take it very serious. What they where they grew up. Especially when you have friends of yours that get hurt for that thing. They're not going to accept somebody from somewhere else that was from somewhere else, coming around and living off of the things that they're doing. You know, um, so those of you that see this, any youngsters that think that neighborhood shit is fun, and you know, yeah, it's fun, but you don't got to be from a gang. You don't got to be out there putting in work and doing all that shit, man. You know, heed the lessons that a lot of these channels are trying to give you. Um, you got friends in different places, then just remain being friends. Once you choose a neighborhood, those half of those friends may become your enemies instantly. And then you can't later be like, oh, you know what? I like those friends more than these friends, because then you wind up like this dude, the rancor. You know, um, it's a sad story. It's everything he did made him isolated, made him on his own completely, and he was cannibalized by the decisions and by that life. So I'm gonna keep this one short. I know I gotta make a longer video at some point. I gotta do the history. I have to do that. You guys have been asking for it. Um, I already have a chapter picked out for you guys. Um, but with that, I'm gone. Tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out.